Okay. Right, so hopefully most of you know that I'm not in Australia right now. I'm actually in Europe on a bit of a Euro tour with Pierre, and I haven't posted in a while. I guess my YouTube at the moment is a mishmash of everything I've wanted to do. Just whatever has taken my fancy, I've sort of done. I'm having a bit of a switch. I'm gonna have a little bit more structure to my videos, to my content, and hopefully that goes well. I thought I'd just make a video on what I've done thus far, and here it goes. At the end of Jan, I left my home in Bendigo, left my family, my 2 brothers, my mum and my dad. I miss them very much, and I hope you're all good. The whole point of this journey was to meet up with my friend Pierre. I actually said goodbye to him around 6 months prior. Yo, Pierre, smile.
Practice safe, take care.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye. Bye. He's been living in Paris for a year, and we met up in England, which was awesome. First of all, I spent time with my grandma and my cousins. I actually saw my cousin's babies for the first time, and changed a nappy for the first time, which was pretty fun. We enjoyed the countryside. We spent time with Pierre's brother, which was awesome, and spent around 3 weeks in Cambridge, London, and near Kent. So that was awesome. London, amazing. There was so many street performers that were just absolutely amazing. I highly recommend, if you're in London, check them out. Give them some dollars, because they were insane. We actually thought our apartment that we're staying at had burnt down, which was absolutely terrifying, as you can imagine. We rocked up at around 6 o'clock at night, and the whole street was cordoned off.
That's the best. At least we have each other.
I've got all the footage for that. It's probably going to be another in a video down the track, but more on that later. Did all the touristy stuff. It's so cold. And we also went to see Matilda, the musical. Tim Minchin is one of my heroes. He's the man, and it absolutely blew my mind. It'll change your life.
It will change your life. I had a moment during that. I saw the rest of my life unfold.
And we even fitted in a karaoke night, which was, you know, questionable. But then the real journey had to begin. So we jumped on a plane to Spain, and it was insane in the membrane.
Because we're 13. Nice dog. Where are you?
First stop was Bilbao. It was amazing, picturesque, beautiful city. We met some locals, and we did our first hike. Then on to San Sebastian. San Sebastian, one of the most well-known places in Spain, quite affluent, and yeah, had an amazing time there. Went hiking again. Yeah, got some amazing shots. And had an awesome time in San Sebastian. Great beach, by the way, great beach. I also realized how amazing washing was, because when you haven't been traveling before, you don't realize how great clean clothes are, especially underwear. So yeah, there's a tip for you. Always wear clean underwear when you're traveling, or go commando. You can for a couple of days, but I do not recommend it in the long run. Then on to Barcelona. We had it was an 8-hour bus trip to Barcelona, and we spent a week in Barca. The past Bilbao and San Sebastian, it was sort of 3 or 4 days. Barca, we decided to stay for a week, and it was actually Carnival. Streets were packed with parades and families having the time of their life. Met some more Australians in Barcelona. Can't show you that footage because it got a bit too risque. Met up with some old friends, met some new friends, and yeah, did more walking, exploring. One of the coolest things we did in Barca was we stumbled across a random event. It was actually a new car tech company that had just started their marketing process. I think they're in sort of like the design phase of it all. But if you think Tesla, think this company, maybe in 2 years they'll be coming out with a car or so, but they provided us with an amazing experience. We even got featured in their promo video, which was kind of cool, I'm not gonna lie. Then on to, where the fuck's this? On to Granada. Now Granada, amazing city. It blew our minds. The hostel that we stayed at was very relaxed, very chill, vibey. We found some really cool places to work out. We've been trying to keep very fit and healthy during this trip. The most amazing thing about Granada were actually these hills where people were living literally in these hobbit style homes. There was a community of people who actually were living in the side of the hills, and we spent time with these guys. These guys were actually from Senegal, I don't know how to pronounce it properly.
You can actually see this shit. That's good.
It was absolutely insane, blew my mind. I've sat on this footage for a long time, and I want to make a short documentary style movie, but I don't think I'm quite at that stage at the moment. I've been trying to figure it out, but to do it actual justice, I want to give myself a bit more time, learning how to edit, learning how to put shit together. So, next place was Valencia. That's where oranges come from. If you didn't know, Valencia orange. Anyway, Valencia was a very beautiful city. Reminded me a lot of Melbourne, and we actually went to this Las Fiestas, pretty much the festival of fire, where they had fireworks for 2 weeks every day at midday, I believe, and honestly it was the loudest experience of my life. So Las Fiestas is on, and there's this many people. Here we go. And also met our friend, I forgot his name, but we're gonna call him Val. It's another video that I want to do, but oh my god, I'm gonna have to track this guy down. He was one of the most amazing storytellers and people I've met in my life. He's actually homeless and suffers from an alcohol addiction, but his story is amazing, and how he ended up in Valencia. We had a chat to him on the day we were leaving Valencia, and my god, did me and Pierre learn stuff from this man. So hopefully in the future I'll be able to catch up with my friend Val and do a video on him. People need to hear his story. Then on to Sevilla. These guys that we met here were a nomadic English family. Amazing, had an amazing story. We're very intelligent. We played with the guitarist and the dancer. They're 10 and all around ages 10 to 14. I can't remember their names off the top of my head. I'll ask Pierre, but they were amazing. This guy, I swear he'll be the next Jimi Hendrix. Keep an eye out for him. He's insane. The whole family was so lovely, so welcoming. Me and Pierre have been trying to take quite a few photos, getting into Instagram and just trying to capture a moment in time as what pictures are. I mean, that's what they do. So apparently this was the place where a Star Wars scene was shot, so that's cool. So after Spain, we've done a sort of clockwise trip of Spain, and we took a bus to Portugal. We ended up in Faro. Faro can be seen as a base to do a lot of day trips off, but in fact we loved our hostel so much that we just sort of stayed there for a week and met the most amazing people. Had the most amazing time just jamming. Shake, 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 shake. Shake it up, shake it up. A lot of exercise, but it was the first place really after we'd left England and our families in Australia that we actually felt like we were home. It was amazing. This hostel, Le Penguin in Faro, blew our minds. Big thanks to Diego and Soraya for making our time there so amazing. There we go. And now, where are we now? We're in Lisbon. It is the capital of Portugal, and we've been here for 4 days or so. Yesterday we went on a massive hike, 34 kilometers to God damn it, I can't remember the name of the place we went to let me get up, just getting up a map. We hiked from Sintra to Cabo de Roca. We have so many photos from that. We didn't record, we didn't vlog it. We wish we did. We're both working on different projects at the moment. Pierre is starting a coffee blog, and his channel is going to be mostly structured around coffee now. And me, I'm going to be transitioning more into daily videos, little snapshots that maybe aren't the highest quality in production, but will capture the story of my travels more. Because I mean, these past 2 weeks we've done a lot of thinking what we're actually doing with the videos, and I think what I want to get out of my time traveling, little snapshots of little tastes, almost little bites of what I do every day, whether it be daily vlogging or other style videos, but putting less pressure on myself to make something perfect and just putting content out, because I think it's the best way to learn. The only way that I'm going to really learn how to produce content, being videos, storytelling, is through doing it as much as I can. So I'm going to try to do a video every day. Hopefully that's not really a promise, but it's almost a promise. I'll try and do a video a day. Probably start daily vlogging, because this whole process of talking to the camera is just a massive learning experience. I haven't done much of this stuff before, and it's the easiest way. Think of my channel as my personal journal, and it's mostly for my family, my mama and papa and the 2 bros, respect, and my friends who want to keep track of what I'm doing, but mostly for me as a journal. I've never really enjoyed like writing and journal writing. I'm more of a visual sort of person, and this is just a more exciting way to document this time in my life. So thanks for listening. If you've gotten this far, it's been really awesome. I'm just sitting in the hostel at the moment. It's a pretty good hostel. I mean, not the best, but you know, it does its job. And yeah, sorry if this was a really weird angle. I mean, I could have held it like this, but anyway. If you got it this far, thank you. Hopefully you'll see a lot more structure to my channel coming up, and take care. Thanks for sticking around. I'll see you in the next video. How do you... Pierre had a catchphrase he used to end with, but I don't know. I'll just say bye. I'm just going to cut this at a really weird time so it's not awful.
Oh, I've wound up in pieces, and it's not even a Friday.